Hello YouTube, Anything's Possible Music here, how are we? This video is going to be on Spotify rap stats, which recently came out. Now, I don't know if you're like me, but I'm a very analytical person, so I look at my stats in Spotify for Artists almost daily, really, looking for patterns to potentially help you with these videos. So obviously the stats came out this week. I'm going to show you my statistics. I'm going to show you a few examples of where I think artists are being fraudulent or they're using bot plays to get heard. And I really just want to show you a few examples of what you should be trying to do and examples like that, because if you've watched some of my previous videos, you'll know that I've used services to have my music put on playlists. Now I've come to the conclusion they were a waste of money, hence why you should watch those videos. And I'm just going to show you a few examples in this video. So enjoy the rest of the video, and let's move on. Thank you. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to start off with my stats, which you can briefly see very quickly here. I obviously won't boast about it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a very quick calculation between my stream numbers and my listeners. Now, this is what's going to be the basis of this video. So what I'm going to do, it's going to do some number crunching. We're going to just get out the calculator. We're going to divide the number of streams I got by my amount of listeners. And as you can see, the ratio was about just over 2, which I think is perfectly legit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and prove it further in my Spotify for Artists, which you can see if you go to the engagement part. You can see the ratio again over the last 28 days is slightly higher. It's 2.2 now, but I still think that is perfectly acceptable. I do my own playlist now, as you probably have seen in my previous videos, so all my streams which come from my Spotify playlists, I believe, are real. No bots, no sort of bot playlist, no streams. I've got my song on an editorial playlist as well, which makes up for a lot of my stream numbers. So I think there's nothing suspicious about my numbers. Everything looks pretty tasty. You can see if you look at the relationship between my listeners and my stream numbers, they're pretty good. But let's go and have a look at a few other examples on Instagram. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly go over to my Instagram. I'll put the link in the description if you want to follow me on Instagram. And basically I'm going to just have a look at a few other people's. Now what I'm going to do is I'm not going to do any calculations. I'll let you do it. We're just going to look for some really strange and suspicious ratios. So look at that one, he got 12 million streams from 1 million listeners, so he's got a ratio of about 12. Compare that to my ratio of 2, and I think that guy's probably using a bot for some sort of streams, because he can't be getting that thing. That one again, that's a ratio, that's about ratio about 15, I think. So that's extremely high. This one, that's about, yeah, that's over 10. That ratio is again, that's about ratio of 8. So what I would like you to do is you go into your Spotify wrapped hashtag and do a few yourself. Just look at that one. Look, of course, that's a really high ratio as well. And to be fair, it's just like these, I've not heard of any of these artists. I don't know what sort of music they do, but the ratio just seemed completely wrong. So are these people using bot playlists to boost their numbers? And if so, what sort of damage is it doing to them, really? Because I'm pretty sure Spotify are doing what I'm doing, comparing the ratio of streams to listeners, and working out, well, this person's probably doing something a bit suspicious. So I might be ranting on a bit at the moment, but if you just have a look at all the other examples I'm bringing up, you just need to look at the ratios just really to work out, is this person real? So what do you think? I mean, it's a very brief video, this, but are these streams per listener real? I don't think they are on a lot of occasions. So these are using bots. You don't really want to be using bots if you can help it. I mean, obviously try and get on one of my playlists if you want, but I think a ratio of anything over 10 to 1 is very suspicious. So would you risk getting on a bot playlist in order to get streams if it means you potentially getting thrown off of Spotify? So that's basically the end of this video. It's a very quick video. I just really want you to do your own calculations, drop a comment with your ratio. As you can see, mine is just over 2 to 1. What's your ratio? And obviously you don't want to do anything else bad, so thank you for watching.